Hey, lovely people. Okay, welcome back to the lovely place. And no, we are not at the lovely place, but we are at a very special place, a place that I really like to come to. It's the salvage place. It's the iron and metal salvage junkyard, scrap yard, whatever you want to call it. But I have been in there and I found a couple very special things that I'm excited to show you. Let's go in together. A friend of mine told me about this place a couple years ago, and I've been back and forth and I've bought a few things. They just loaded on my trailer something I specifically came down here for. So as you know, we've got a couple of wood stoves. We're going to be installing them in, or one of them in the pole barn. Well, my wife came across, that would be Mrs. Lovely. She came across a picture or two of a steel box that the wood stove can set on top of, and you can store, you know, wood, quartered wood in that steel box. And you just pull that wood out, put it in your wood burning stove. Well, I said, if I go over there to the scrapyard, I'm sure I will find some kind of steel box. And I'll show you what I found. I found the perfect steel box. It happens to be a 350-pound steel safe. And we'll see if we'll be able to crack this safe and get into it. They did give me a key and a combo, so let's hope it works. I tried it a couple times in the building there, and I couldn't make it budge, but I'll get it home. We'll see what we can do with it. I also found a couple other things I'll show you that kind of cool that we're gonna use to stack wood and transport it, and a couple of cool other little gadgets. But right now I think I saw something that might be good that I could use to maybe build a rocket stove. Okay, so this is a paradise. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. Exactly. So I'm thinking this would make one gigantic rocket stove. Let me just grab some components, throw it on this trailer here, and let's see how much this costs. They sell it by the pound, so we're going to see how much this is all going to come up to. Check this out. This could attach right in here. This could be the top furnace part. It'd be cool to put a smaller one inside the chamber for some insulation. That would be neat. And I wouldn't mind one of these for it to set down on, so the ash could fall out here, and it'd be another intake for air as well. Wow, what could those be used for? Some kind of big hose reel. Look at that tank. I'd love to have that full of diesel fuel.
Aluminum. If you guys see something that you wish you were here to get, let me know. Comment down below and tell me what you see that you can make. I have no clue. All I know is this is a gold mine. Not everybody would see it that way.
Let's check this out. Just about right. That's got some potential. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That's your friendly junkyard dog right there. Okay, so, as you know, I did pretty good. I got a few things. The ladder was already mine. But check out this old milk container. Look at that. I wonder if somebody actually stored milk in this thing. It looks old. And I got me a cool bench. Like an industrial park bench that I can bury out in the ground and set up a nice little spot down there at the lovely place. 2 of these racks on casters, and you're not going to believe what I'm going to be using these for. These are going to be painted black, put on each side of the pole barn outside out front, and we're going to store some wood in them. So that's going to be very cool. Here's the other one, and I got my components for the rocket stove, so that's going to be nifty. And then there's the big safe. Look at this massive safe. Got a door and a lock. Hopefully we can get that door open. Use that combination code they gave me and the keys. But yeah, that thing was heavy. So everything you see here, minus the ladder, I've got about $260 in it. Not too bad. This is gonna make one massive rocket stove. I've never welded before. I bought me a welder. I'm gonna be learning. Sometimes I wonder if I should call my channel The Lovely Place or The Learning Place, because I'm learning a lot as I go. Anyway, let's get this on back to the house. I'll be going down to Lovely Place in a few days. It's done nothing but rain here the last few days. We've needed it, but it's gonna be the next week. So I'm gonna try to find a day that's kind of dry that I can get all this delivered down there and get to work. After a couple of hours of sitting out here doing everything I could think of to this combination, and then finally picking up a sledgehammer, and when it gets back to the point where the combination starts to stop after you put in the last number, just start beating on or tapping on every part of that door so that I can jolt that mechanism free and check out what has happened. I have it off. I didn't record all of that, but I've strapped things back down to take it back to the Lovely Place. But here's what she looks like on the inside. And yes, it was stuffed full of money boxes. So I had this money box, similar to the cash box, was on the inside, and this thinner one was in there as well with this little shelf. But yeah, check out these cool hinges. Those are pretty. So what we'll do is we'll be stacking wood all in there. And this will all be painted black, and we'll set the wood stove on top of it. And yeah, it's gonna make a nice little large pedestal actually, and a great place to store wood underneath the fire, the wood burning stove, which will raise that window up and we'll be able to see the flame better from around the little building. Now here's the door. This thing weighs a ton. Look how I'd say that's a 1/2 inch. Yep, that's a 1/2 inch steel right there. This is a solid door, heavy as lead. Really nice quality. It's a shame I'm not using it as a safe, because it works. Oh, something else I didn't show you that we did get while we were down there today. Have you ever heard of a ash caddy? I found 2 matching ash caddies. How cool is that? So I'm assuming this is made to sweep the ashes out of your fireplace. Typically probably for a fireplace since it's so large. But it'll come in handy if nothing else. It's cool decor that will go with our little milk container. That thing's cool looking. I like that. I'm really excited about these little carts here. These, my wife, Mrs. Lovely, also said, you know, if they've got more of these, you ought to get these and we could grow seedlings on them. And sadly, they don't have any more. So she may steal these from me to do that with. I'm not sure. But I'm going to keep my eye out for more of these because they would be a great cart to start seeds on. Well, we got a lot to do. And it's going to be fun doing it. But we strapped this thing down. We're going to take it to the lovely place and unload it. All right, let's grab this. And like you said, for now, we'll put it over there. You want to set it there for now? It's cute. Look at that. All right, so obviously we're gonna sand it down real good. We're gonna spray paint it a black high heat, what, 1200 degree paint, I think 1200 minimum, and a matte black. And then we're going to be putting one of our wood burning stoves on top of it, one of the Ashley Hearth US Stove Company stoves that's in a previous video that I was trying to pick between. You'll see before too long which one we're gonna be picking. And under here, we're going to be storing wood. It'll be nice and pretty. And then that stove being on top of this will serve as a hearth. And we've already got a concrete floor, so we're really not worried about any combustible underneath it. But we really like the idea of having a place to store wood under the stove. And I think this will work out real nice. Of course, we're going to be doing a video very soon. I've already purchased the kit. Should be picking it up any day. Where up here, in fact, I'll just show you. We just bought a DuraVent through the wall kit, and I believe we're going to be taking it out right up there and coming out on the other side. I'm curious if we take it out there, if it's going to get in the way of our new, it looks like it'll be right above this little device I bought to store wood, or we can move the wood storage deal on one side or the other. But yeah, we've got that for each side now. We're gonna paint them black, and I think they're gonna look pretty good. And yeah, we'll be able to put some sort of a canopy over it, or just like a grill cover of some sort over it to keep it dry. So we got everything unloaded, and we're ready to get some more work done. Just want to thank you for joining us at the lovely place today.